what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Beyond the Backboard podcast, episode 120. And guys, Julius Randle has been traded back to New York. Only he's not on the Knicks. He's on the Nets. I wonder what the Nets are going to do, honestly. I really started to think about this last night. MPJ and Julius Randle. And then I saw a picture of two guys. It wasn't Oklahoma drills, no. But it was two football players, and they were pulling a tire. And that tire was the ball.
I know what you're talking about. Where you did an awful job at describing.
You know what? Fuck.
Jay, do you know what he's talking about?
Yeah, with the two guys pulling it, tugging. They're like this about who's gonna shoot the ball.
That's also
they were pulling up. So sometimes, football players sometimes they go against each other, obviously, and they're pulling. They pull
it's a drill.
It's a drill. It's a heavy ass tire.
So like
you're pulling tire.
It's one big tire. You have one arm hooked on it. You have another arm, and we're just playing tug of war with it. And whoever goes to the ground wins.
Okay, that's a better discussion. Now
Thank
people
you,
can really
you
visualize.
You saved my life there. Thank you.
Now they can visualize what Julius Randle and Michael Porter Jr. will be doing in Brooklyn.
Yeah, they would be sharing that ball on the perimeter just like that. It's going to be an interesting thing. And all those teams are going to just guard them one way. Just wait for them to spin around.
Well, there was an actual slightly more important trade. As much as Julius Randle to the Nets is kind of a game changer, there was an actual Giannis trade, finally. I feel like we've been talking about a Giannis trade on this podcast, at least, for probably like a good year and a half. It finally happened. He went to Miami, was traded for Tyler Hero, Khalil Ware, Jaime Jaquez, Kasparas Jakushonis, 13th pick in the draft, which is tonight. We're recording this Tuesday before the draft.
We're posting.
So there's going to be more trades tonight that break. Mm-hmm. We'll cover that next week. So 13th pick, and 2031 unprotected, 2033 unprotected, a pick swap, and a second. It's a lot.
I get it. And I kind of see why they went in that direction versus the Celtics direction. The reports are saying out there that the Celtics weren't even willing to give up either Hugo Gonzalez or Baylor Shireman to try it, along with maybe another 2 picks with Jaylen Brown, obviously.
That would have been a bad trade.
That would have been a terrible trade for the Bucks. Yeah. Like, why would you do that? And if you have all that on the table, why would you do this?
In my opinion, if you're already giving up your finals MVP of 2 years ago, franchise, I'll say legend. Jaylen Brown will be a franchise legend for Boston. He helped them win a championship. He was in the prime and arguably just had his best career season of his career. If you're already willing to give him up, but you draw the line at Hugo Gonzalez,
and Baylor Shireman,
you're kind of crazy.
And Baylor Shireman.
If that's where you draw, like,
I think the worst line is Baylor Shireman. I just have to say that. Like,
that's like being like, oh, I'll pay $2 million for this house, but $2.1 million? No, I'm out. I'm out at 2.1. It's like you're already getting paid.
Not number 2.
Yeah, I mean.
If you think it would have been a bad trade for them regardless of those two guys, then fair. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, they shouldn't be trading Jaylen Brown, period. But, like, if you are, who cares about 2 guys on your bench who average a combined 5 points a game?
We talked about this trade last night a little bit and how it was just too much. Like, the Heat are done. Like, when I say done, I'm talking about the future. You gave up let's pull up ages. Jaime Jaquez is probably the oldest out of this group. He's like 20. He was an older rookie. He's like 26, 27.
I like
Tyler Earl's under 27. Yakashun is under
26, right? I mean, which is under 27.
3
but like,
first.
He's young.
Khalil Ware for Bobby Portis and Giannis. It's too much.
But
I really don't think so, because I think the only guy that they're willing to keep out of these 3 really is probably going to be Khalil Ware. And considering what Khalil Ware has shown last year in Miami, because obviously he was being overshown by Bam Adebayo. They play the same position. However, whenever you saw Khalil on the floor, he was doing really, really well. So
that playing game last year, he was unbelievable versus the Hornets.
Exactly what I'm saying. Maybe the Bucks are looking at that, and then they're like, maybe if we make this guy our starting center or starting power forward, maybe we could get some similar things.
I keep seeing Miami Heat potential lineups. That Bucks potential lineup is not horrible.
No, but They might trade
The Miami
Hero.
Heat one's clearly better though, and it's one of the better starting fives in the league. But again, I think that's assuming they can keep Norman Powell.
I don't know. I'd rather take Ryan Rollins, Tyler
I'm not
Hero,
gonna lie,
Kuzma.
Stop.
something,
See, now you're
guys.
just talking. Now you're
guys,
just talking.
Guys, something is telling me that the Bucks are just want to get rid of their big contracts because, like, obviously not because of the draft, because of what they just implemented into the draft, but because of what they did with Damian Lillard a couple of years ago. They waived and stretched Damian Lillard for almost 25 million. I think it was like.
Well, but that was to bring in Miles Turner, so they just
Right.
replaced one big contract with another.
Right, but they didn't trade
That
Miles.
was to try and build a team around Giannis, which
Well, Miles Turner is
at the
being
time,
thrown around in
like-
some trade talk. Maybe they.
I'd like to remind the world that even myself at this time 1 year ago said this is a terrible team around Giannis. This is not
Yeah.
going to work. But it didn't even last a year.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm gonna pat myself on the back here for that one.
let's talk about the Heat real quick. So
The Heatles.
does this put you past Boston or the Knicks?
We have to
Nobody
see what
gets
they
a
do with
loser.
their bench, bro. We have to see what they do with their bench. Yeah,
That's
because,
why I don't do this trade. You're still not going to beat the Knicks. This Knicks team will run this team out the gym.
I mean, fair. Like
And
fair
Powell's
and true.
probably leaving. Norm Powell's probably leaving. So
I think a lot of this hinges on if they can keep Powell. If they can keep Powell, I like this team. Genuinely. If they keep Powell,
this
it's a
team's
top
It's-
five.
that's only one other guy, and this team.
Powell's a
When you
big
look at
part
that,
of it.
when you look at that roster up and down, what defense do you have? You have Bam Adebayo, and you
Just
have
Bam and Giannis.
Bam and Giannis. But how much
That's
is
all
that
you
actually?
need.
How much is that
And
actually
Davion
going to do
Mitchell,
for you
bro,
on the
what?
3-point line?
and they have
How much is that going to
Wiggins.
do for you on the 3-point line?
You're
You're going to get killed on the 3-point line every single night.
You just said how much defense do they have? And they have three of the best defenders at their position in the whole NBA. That's going to be their strength.
They have Giannis. They have Bam. Who is the third
And
guy?
Davion Mitchell.
And Andrew Wiggins. Andrew
They're
Wiggins.
going to be. They could very well be a
All
top
right,
five
I'm
Did you
defense.
see what Andrew
Yeah.
Wiggins did to Jason
I
Tatum?
completely forgot about Andrew Wiggins. Davion Mitchell doesn't come out to me as like, oh, he's the best defender ever.
He's
But
not the best defender ever, but he's probably top 10 in his
they call
position.
him
I will
off
admit that I
night-
forgot
off night
Andrew
for a
Wiggins
reason.
was on that team. I
is
thought he
fair.
I
was
think
like on the
Davion Mitchell's a better
Warriors.
defender than Andrew Wiggins. Right now, for his position.
Yeah. No,
I'm not
Andrew
gonna lie.
Wiggins is a
Defense
great
is gonna be
defender.
solid because it's the Miami Heat. Always good.
Yeah, and they have Spoelstra.
Who's gonna shoot threes? Bam's not gonna have 73 every night.
Powell, if they
83 every
keep
night.
him.
Yeah,
Again,
that 3-point.
contingent if they keep him. Wiggins,
Maybe Pele Larson.
Pele, Bobby Portis can hit one. Davion
I mean,
Mitchell
Bobby
got
Portis
really
can
hot
shoot,
in
but
those
not at a
playing
high
games.
clip, bro.
Yeah, we gotta wait till game 83 for you, Don. This team sucks, Max. This team sucks.
Listen.
This team is bad.
Do they have
this
better?
team is a respectful 8 seed. But again, they need to
Giannis
really
is
build
healthy,
this
is
roster
better
out.
than AC. No way.
Apparently
it's
LeBron
always
James
if we
for them
honest,
is not
bro.
off the
It's like,
table
this is
either.
why you don't do the trade. He don't play no more, y'all. We talked about this last night. 8 playoff games in 4 years.
Man, you know
8.
Pat Riley. You know Pat Riley. He's gonna do anything for the big fish.
Oh man, Pat, man. Pat's officially lost it, y'all. He's
Man.
officially lost it. He
Man,
would
I'm
never do
low-key-
this.
You'll never catch me saying this again, but I might agree with Stephen A. Smith on the fact Pat might need to step up so Eric Spoelstra can take his role. I like to see what Eric Spoelstra can do in the GM spot.
So Omar, what is your official prediction? Because last night you were saying Giannis is going to win Finals MVP next year, and now you're saying they're a respectful 6-8 seed.
I didn't hear
So
this
what-
last night. So
Yeah, I mean,
we're having
look,
an Omar live zag.
Listen. Giannis
Are they gonna be an
has
AC
the
that goes to the
opportunity
NBA
to go
Finals?
crazy, and we'll see. I mean, look, I was a bit joking last night because I did just trade for Giannis in my fantasy league, so I was a bit biased a little
okay.
last night. I got a little hyped. I got a little out of my seat about it, but then
You
I
got heady
actually,
skis.
but I also then realized they low key gutted their roster to get him.
But,
And-
but again, how else are you going to get Giannis unless you have an All NBA
You
caliber
just
player like the
don't.
Celtics?
You just don't.
You
didn't have to do
the
this.
assets for it.
So what is the Miami? Okay, we can agree that the Miami Heat have a championship window now of the next 2 years. That's fair to say.
Maybe.
You have Giannis
Yeah,
and Bam
Giannis, you're
under
right,
contract.
Jordan.
I believe Bam under contract for 2 years, right? Let me check that.
Bam is under contract.
Bam is, I thought, just signed. He's under contract for like 4
Yeah,
years. I
Bam
thought.
just signed.
Okay, the deal kicked it at the start of 26, 27. Okay, keep with him through 28, 29. Okay, so you have a 2 to 3 year window where you have Bam and Giannis under contract. Don't have to worry about that. When was their championship window before this trade? When were you looking at the Heat as like, oh yeah, they're gonna win a championship. They're gonna go and
When
All
they
right,
had
let's
Jimmy.
do this on a
the
scale of 1
Celtics
to 10.
under the Spurs.
Last year, I had the Heat at like a 3 to win the championship. This year, I have the Heat at like a 3 to win the championship. Nothing changed.
Do you think
They're
this
still
team
not
is
better?
just as good?
They're
I mean-
but barring what Boston, if they trade Jaylen Brown, then they're out for me. But Boston keeps their team, they're not better than them. If obviously the Knicks are going to keep their team, they're not even close to the Knicks. They're not even close to Detroit. And I'm talking about in a 7-game series. They don't have the players. They only have 5 guys. 4 at best. Powell is gone. Norman Powell's leaving.
They have Portis and Pele Larson and Fontecchio off the bench. You only need 3 bench players.
Look at who played in the bench in the finals and then say those guys' names again.
Better than Spurs bench.
Better than Caleb Johnson. That might just be it. Like,
Bobby Portis is better than Luke Cornett. Pele Larson better than Keldon Johnson. Don't Harper, don't care.
That's fair.
I mean, to be fair, the Spurs have a pretty good bench. Mitch Johnson just didn't use it. I don't know why.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm nothing on this team. 0 out of 10. I hate this team.
I just don't. I think y'all are like I'm not gonna sit here
Don't
and
say
say
y'all
that
because
it's a
I still
great
think they're a
trade.
good 8 seed. They could probably make a finals run, but I mean,
What?
I don't think they can win the finals without something else. They need to like replicate what Milwaukee did for that 1 year and make it permanent. Because
how are they gonna do that? The rules are different.
first
They're
off,
already
I think the
paying
first thing you
guys
do,
$100 million.
first thing you do is bring Drew Holiday. The Blazers have been dangling him for years. Go get Drew Holiday. See how much
He's only been on the team 1 year.
So
They can't. It's literally impossible for them to get Drew Holiday.
is it
It's literally impossible.
cap impossibility or like
Yes,
like,
cap impossibility.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if they don't have Powell, doesn't that open their thing up a little? I mean, I don't know who they have.
No,
to put
Wiggins
him
is getting
on, but, like,
paid. Wiggins is getting paid. They're paying 3 guys. Dude, trade machine. Dude, you got. It's not possible.
Well, I'm just trying to look at Miami's cap right now. I just don't know if it's updated yet to have Giannis on there.
I still can't believe
That's not.
they let us get Thiago Splitter, bro. Shout out to the Blazers. He's a great coach.
I mean, Wiggins is only getting 30 mil next year.
So his 30 plus Giannis 50 plus Bam 50. That's over 100 million.
You can
130
trade
million.
Davion Mitchell's 12, and Jovic has 16 next year. I don't know why they did that.
We didn't even name Jovic because he's so bad. Jovic is not good.
He's fine. He's an NBA player.
He's such a role. He's literally a role player. Like every 6 games.
Yeah, he's an 8th guy. He's an 8th or 9th guy. He's fine.
Damn, I didn't know Drew Holiday made $32 million a year.
Yeah, so
Not
isn't it just wait? Who got the trade exception? Oh, it was Milwaukee, wasn't it? Oh, not the Heat. I think that kind of.
Well, I mean, their cap does open up a little bit. Norman Powell's off the books for that $20 million this year.
Yeah, exactly.
Fontecchio is actually off the books with that $8 million that year.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then-
so you can get Drew Holiday. You just trade Davion Mitchell, Jovic, and you throw in like Drew Smith.
So they would literally go from having 8 guys to having 5 guys.
I mean,
Yeah.
All of them get
I
hurt
know
every
what
year, by the way. All of them besides Bam.
Yeah. Just 5 old guys.
Bro, I
running
can't
back
believe
like the
Pat
Lakers.
Riley did this, bro. And I like, let me stop trolling for a little bit. Pat Riley is one of the greatest GMs, presidents in basketball history.
Yeah,
He's literally
This is
changed
true.
multiple franchises.
That jails, by the way. Nice.
This is the first move that I'm just like, I don't understand. I think they just wanted to get a star in Miami because it's
Yeah.
Miami. Like, it's,
There's nothing wrong with
if you're
that.
from Florida, you know, like Miami Heat, they sell tickets. Like when LeBron was
Yeah.
here, it was unbelievable. They have another big name. Even when the Jimmy years, Miami was unbelievable. Now, new era, Giannis, I understand why they do it for marketability reasons, but for the future, this is an awful
What?
trade, bro.
But what I'm saying is, was the future that bright even regardless? Like, was Tyler Hero and Club ever going to lead them to a
I'm
finals?
not kidding. I think Khalil Ware will have the potential to be a top 10 center in the league.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
see,
true.
that's what we're just. I don't think Chloe ever makes an All-Star game.
Like
Wow. Okay, I mean that's fair.
he's miles better than, no pun intended, he's miles better than Miles Turner. Like miles. Miles
I
better.
don't know if he's miles better than Miles.
Did you
For
see
contract,
Did you see
yes.
him in the playing game?
For contract purposes, yes. Could we not forget Miles Turner was a starting center on a finals team
Yes,
not
and he
even a year
averaged
ago?
under
Okay,
5
1 year ago.
rebounds and under 10 points. He was horrible.
Yeah, and fucking
He
shrunk.
was awful. That's why the Pacers didn't pay him.
I'm getting
Look up
receipts.
Miles Turner's final stats. It was so bad,
No, we're
Max.
looking at playoff stats. We're not just looking at finals. We're going to take the bigger sample size. Let's
All
look
right,
at the playoffs.
it's
Let's look
still
at the
it's
fact that he
still
got them to the finals.
it's still awful. He was terrible,
His
Max.
playoff stats. Let's see. He played 30 minutes a game, shot 48% from the field, 34.5 from 3, 14 points a game, 2 blocks, 5 rebounds.
That's awful.
That's
5
not
rebounds.
awful.
5 rebounds.
As a
7
7-1 center, Max,
They have Siakam. He gets the rebound.
I don't care.
And guess who they have? They have Khalil Ware now. He had
Okay,
19
what's Khalil
nine-
Ware's playoff stats? What's
Well,
Khalil
no, they
Ware's
don't.
playoff averages?
Khalil Wheeler's not on the Pacers, but
Let's
I
see
mean,
what he's done in his playoffs.
yeah.
He's played 4 playoff games. He averaged 5 points a game.
he was
5
a-
points, 5 rebounds.
He was a rookie, and he averaged the same amount of rebounds.
No. This was was this?
He was
his
a rookie,
year?
man.
Yeah,
They
it
didn't make
was.
the playoffs last year.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Miles
Yeah.
Turner
He also
is
shot
not a
worse from
great
the field and worse from 3.
So Khalil Ware in the playing game versus the Charlotte Hornets, April 14, 2026.
No, that game doesn't exist. Playing games
He
don't
had.
exist. That doesn't count.
Are you ready for his stats? Khalil Ware had 12 points, 19 rebounds, 5 blocks, 4 steals.
I could find a Miles Turner 12, 19, and 4 game somewhere in there.
Yeah, he's not doing that in 2020 in the Big 26. Like this,
Listen.
Max. There's nothing you can do to convince me this trade was awful. And you convinced me a little bit with Bobby Portis because Bobby Portis is still good.
Yeah, Bobby Portis is decent.
But like when it's not, and they keep him playing, he can't be playing on the court at the same time as Bam and Giannis. Unless Giannis plays a 3, which he could.
Yeah, no, you need a bench guy.
Bro,
That's
even
the
off
whole
the
point.
bench,
That's what he's
who's
saying.
gonna
He's saying that guy's
facilitate-
gutted the roster.
Who's gonna set up Bobby? The Bucks had guys to. They had
can find a
KPJ, Ryan
point guard for the
Rollins,
minimum?
Cole Anthony, Chris Paul.
Don't sit here and tell me Cole Anthony is said. Come on now, let's not get ahead of our skis.
He was setting the table last year. He had a great 8-game stretch from Milwaukee before he left.
We're giving contracts out to 8. The Miami Heat could probably go sign Cole Anthony for the veterans minimum if they want to.
This
Cole
Max, I
Anthony's
can't
not getting
believe.
a real contract anymore.
And Max, you're like me on. You're kind
that's the
of.
thing. You think Cole Anthony is going to be sufficient?
Well, I'm just saying if they could go get a cheap point guard
Max,
to pass the
this
ball.
is this is the most
not the point.
optimistic I've seen you about a bad trade. You're usually very cutthroat when it comes to bad trades.
I just think I'm playing devil's advocate here. I think this is a fine trade. I don't think it's a bad trade. That's the thing. I don't think it's a good trade for Miami because I agree. This
here's
doesn't
this.
make them a championship favorite. They're probably not getting past the top teams in the East, but it just gives them a chance. And you know what? Omar always complains and moans about how the Heat are just stuck in the middle and they don't pick an avenue. They don't have.
I mean, they're still stuck in the middle. So what do you want?
No, they're committed now. They're saying this is our team.
What are
We're
they
gonna sign
committed
Giannis.
to? Giannis and fucking second-round picks? Like, they
It's a
didn't
direction.
do anything
You always said
real
that they need
yet.
to make a big trade, and now they make the big trade, and you're like, this is worthless.
It's not worthless.
They'll definitely be a 4th or 5th
Giannis
seed.
is
With
definitely
all
gonna-
this disrespect I'm saying, they're definitely going to be a top 5 seed.
Okay, there you go. I agree.
But-
They'll be a top 5 seed. Maybe they can win a playoff series, and if
Yes,
Giannis
and then they're out in the second round. That's my
if
point.
Giannis gets hot at the right time and Bam puts up 83 points a game, they can make a run.
83 points a game, this guy.
And you know what? That's more than you can say for a lot of teams. Like if we're ranking title favorites in the East, they're
It's
probably
just the fact that they don't have the sufficiency to. I feel like they don't have the right personnel around them to do it. I feel like
I don't
Milwaukee
disagree,
traded
but they're
him.
still a solid
Hold
team.
on. I feel like Giannis just went to the same place, just in a different font. It's literally the same situation. There is nothing different. Oh,
I
we just
kinda
got some
think-
breaking news
I
from
kinda think
Shams,
Omar
but
cooked.
sorry.
Is it important breaking? Okay, no.
No, it's not important enough to break up what I'm saying.
Okay,
But
keep
what
going.
I'm trying to say is the fact that they literally traded Giannis to the same place that he wanted to get away from. They traded him from a place where they weren't doing well. They were stuck in the mud. They didn't have an actual plan going on to a place where maybe they just started to get a plan going on, and maybe they'll build a roster around him, and maybe see it's surrounded by maybes. It's not surrounded by guarantees.
Are you saying that Bam Adebayo and Andrew Wiggins is the same as Cole Anthony and Gary Harris? Because that's who was starting, let's be
I'm
honest.
saying that Bam Adebayo. I'm saying that. Listen.
Am I wrong, Jay? Am I wrong?
Wait. Who was the second guy you said?
Gary Harris. Pretty sure he's
No. When you were talking about the Miami Heat, you said
Wiggins. You said
Okay.
Wiggins and Bam is equal to Kyle Kuzma and Cole Anthony?
Aaron Wiggins and Kyle Kuzma are fucking comparable. I don't know what you're on,
First
buddy.
of all, Andrew Wiggins. And second of all, Wiggins way clears Kuzma. Way clears.
So
They both have a
Omar,
chip. You can't really say that.
I was agreeing with you until I just stopped agreeing with you. You went
Damn,
deep.
come on.
You went
That's how
so
it is.
you went so far up the deep end. We gotta just scale it back.
What
Kuzma is one of the
am
worst
I
starters in
crazy
basketball.
about? What am I right about? What am I crazy about?
He does have a solid three. The starting five is good. Even without Norman Powell, the starting five is good. You have Bam and
I like it
Giannis.
a lot less if Powell's not there. I agree. I will say that Powell is
But
kind of the key. If they can keep Powell.
With
I like it.
Powell, they are a top 5 seed, solidified. Without him, they could be in the play-in again. Like
I
Norman
agree.
Powell averages 20 points a game. Who's gonna replace
And he's
that?
their main shot creator. You look at that starting lineup.
Max, you didn't
Like,
hear
who
him.
creates
They
the
said,
shot?
Thomas?
Max,
Oh,
you're
wow.
not hearing what he said. He said maybe they'll be in the
Heavens,
play-in
no.
again.
What?
He said maybe they'll be in the play-in again. Did you mean playoffs or play-in?
No, I
No,
meant
if they don't keep
they're
Powell. If they don't
Miami
keep
is
Powell.
the play-in team. They are the play-in team. They make it every single year.
So
They
you
are,
think
but
they'll,
I think this is the
so
year
you
they're
think
top
they'll
six
be in
seed
the
if they can
play-in
keep
with
Norman
Bam
Powell.
Adebayo and Giannis Antetokounmpo? Because I wasn't even willing to go that far.
If they don't even have Norm Powell, who's going to shoot 3-pointers? This is a 3-point shooting league. The Knicks are going to shoot them out the gym. Boston's going to shoot them out the gym.
Charlotte.
Detroit's probably not going to shoot them out the gym. Philly's going to shoot them out the gym. There's so many teams that are just going to outshoot them. This is not the 80s. You're not going to get all your points in the paint.
Forget the 3-point shooting. Who's going to shot create? Powell is their primary shot creator.
That too, Davion Mitchell can barely
Not
put a
shot
dude
creator.
between the legs. Like
Wiggins create a little bit, but not like a ton.
bro,
Giannis obviously
he can create for himself.
but
He's
not on the perimeter.
exactly. He's not creating for others. Giannis is the best form of shot creation they have, and that's why he don't want to be in Milwaukee because he was playing every position.
Can I throw a hot take? Can I throw a hot take out here?
Giannis probably going to have to do the same thing that he did in Milwaukee.
If they can keep Norman Powell's the new Chris Middleton.
But the
honest.
breaking news that we got that interrupted me was the fact that I'm sorry.
This is about to be the most mid news.
The Portland Trailblazers hired Micah Nori.
Mid.
It was mid, but yeah, that's why I said it wasn't enough to break up what I had.
That
going.
wasn't even enough to mention on the show. I'm gonna be so honest.
I mean, Micah Nori's name has been thrown around for years, though.
So, are we still talking Heat, Bucks?
No, we can.
I think we can move on to Boston side of it.
My final thoughts: good enough trade for the Bucks. I mean, it's never going to be a great trade when you're trading away Giannis, your franchise top 2 player in your franchise, who led you to a championship and has been carrying this team for years. It's never a good trade when you trade him away, but they got that was probably the best return they could have gotten for him. Like, they got Hero, who's good now. They got some good young players. They got draft picks. They checked all the boxes. You did well enough. Miami, you gave up a lot, but you know what? They finally picked a direction. They finally got their superstar, and if they flame out, at least they can say they tried. If they can keep Powell around, they'll be a top 5 or 6 seed. They'll be in the playoffs. Hopefully Giannis is healthy for that. And if he is, you never know. They could get hot at the right time and make a run. That's my final thoughts.
Yeah.
So, for my final thoughts, I think the Heat lost his trade. I think the Bucks fleeced. I think in the long run, the Bucks will be better. Even this season, I think the Bucks will be in the mix with all that talent they have. They're legit 10 deep now. Like KPJ, Ryan Rollins, Tyler Hero, Ware, Jaime, whatever they had last year. Like they're 10 players that you can name and be like, yeah, those guys can play. Like they can play 20 minutes in a playoff series. And I think they'll make the play-in at least. Probably can get in as a 7th or 8th seed.
Oh, no.
I just think the Heat gave up too much. There's no shooting. They're probably going to lose Norman Powell. I rate this trade for both. This is for the Heat. I rate this trade like a C minus. For the Bucks is an A trade.
See, how are you gonna give him an A when you trade away Giannis? How are you gonna give him an A?
Because look how much they got back, Max. Tyler Hero made an All-Star game a year ago. Khalil Ware potential. Jaime Jaquez, Denver won Rookie of the Year. Won second last year, 6 Man of the Year. 3 first-round picks. 13 pick in this draft.
I agree that they got a lot.
How's this not an A trade?
But just objectively, trading Giannis can never be an A trade in my mind.
All right, I understand your point, but what they got in return?
I would go B plus.
Okay.
I'd go B plus for the Bucks, B for Miami.
This is borderline D for Miami. It's a 70% for Miami. C minus.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'll seal it off with something small. Basically, it's definitely not the best package that you can get. Obviously, it's going to be hard to match a kind of like a talent like Giannis Antetokounmpo. So when you're making these trades, you're kind of racing to see who can get the closest to what you want.
Not everyone's
for the Heat, it's not like I'm looking at this trade, and if I'm saying if the Heat had more substance, if the Heat had more of a bench, I would definitely look at this trade and be like, you know what, A plus for the Miami Heat. They did really good. They got some solid bench pieces that are ready to come up and start this, that, and the third. But they don't even have that. And it's like you traded away so much to leave yourself in a position of necessity. And I feel like they're going to be like grasping at straws trying to pick up small little contracts here and there throughout the rest of the season. Because I don't really see them going into the second apron. Like, sure, you can go into the second apron, but teams don't really go into the second apron now unless they absolutely know they have a winning roster and an NBA championship roster. The only reason why the Knicks are considering it now, and by the way, the owner doesn't even want to do so, is because they won a championship. And now we're still looking at Cat to take a pay cut to be able to do that. Even with that being said.
So what are you grading this trade?
There's just a lot going on. What
are you grading this trade, Omar? We're taking a long way around the barn here.
Not really. I mean, I think everybody gave their thoughts, and I think I gave the same.
I know, but what do you grade? Like, we gave our grades.
I mean, I gave it a B minus. I don't think it's a C plus. I don't think it's a B plus.
For who?
Probably a B minus or a C.
It's a C for it's a B minus for who?
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm so sorry for the Heat. Yeah, no, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I was commenting on that. Yes, you're right.
Okay, so B minus for the Heat. What for the Bucks?
A for the Bucks. A for the Bucks. Yes, A for the Bucks. They got the
A for the Bucks.
For the deal.
Okay. Great.
Let's move on to the Celtics part of it, man, because it's.
We gotta talk Celtics. Oh.
I mean, just for a brief moment, 10 minutes maybe, right? It's just like, what do they do with Jaylen Brown, man? Are they going to trade him now? Because I feel like they're at a point of no return, and I feel like they have to trade him.
I don't think that's the case at all. I think that's over. You're an NBA player, you know you can get shopped. They didn't trade him. All right, he's there.
Well, it's not about getting shopped. It's about the shit around.
He's gone.
I don't think so.
It's 99% chance.
Who's gonna take? What are they gonna trade him to? They're gonna trade him for like DeMar DeRozan? Like who's gonna?
Oh God, that would.
If you're not trading
Brown, he's going. You can get a lot from Jaylen.
Cool, but
if
like
the Hawks
you
do
can
it,
build out your very sparse
Dyson
roster.
Daniels is in the trade. Onyeka Okongwu's in the trade, and like 2 or 3
You're
firsts.
trading an All NBA first or second team guy for Onyeka Okongwu? Like, this is what I mean. Why are
Dyson
we doing
Daniels
that?
and probably another player. Because that makes you a really good team. They would have a center better than Kata.
Jaylen Brown is a top 15 player in basketball right now. Are you really going to trade him for guys who aren't even top 50? No one on that Hawks team that they could get is top 50.
If you can get the Hawks 8th pick this year, remember Hawks have 8. If you can get their 8th, Dyson Daniels, Onyeka Okongwu, and like another first for like in the future, I would absolutely do that.
If I'm Boston, I'm slamming the phone down on that. No, not a shot. I'm doing that. We were on here talking about Jaylen Brown being an MVP candidate last year. Do not forget that. 6 months ago, we were talking about Jaylen Brown as an MVP candidate. You're trading an MVP candidate for the 8th pick in Dyson Daniels, who just shot 10% from 3 in a playoff series. That's what we're doing. An MVP candidate who was your finals MVP 2 years ago and has proven to be a great fit next to Jason Tatum. That's who we're trading for Onyeka Okongwu and Dyson Daniels. Listen to how that sounds.
The picks involved are amazing picks. The 8th pick
If you
this
miss
year,
one of those picks, you're done.
I ran through a little trade machine here, and
If you
I
miss
really
that pick,
think
you're done.
the Boston Celtics would consider taking these players.
I keep seeing Atlanta. Atlanta's the only team that I think that would give up
and
the most.
I drew up a trade for Atlanta, right? Atlanta would be giving up 4 players here. Atlanta would be giving up somebody they just got in Jonathan Kuminga. They would be giving up Zach Ricochet. They would be giving up Dyson Daniels, like we said, and then they would also be giving up Muhammad Gay.
Oh my gosh, guys!
That trade's awful.
I mean, look,
Zach Ricochet.
You have to fit. If you're Boston, guys, if you're Boston, you can't aggregate contracts.
I would take Ricochet as well.
You have to make it make sense money wise on the tee.
No, you don't. You just keep Jaylen Brown. You just keep him. That's the easiest thing to do.
They're not going to keep him.
He's good at basketball.
Yeah, he's good at basketball, but he's been a problem for them.
Yeah, he's also good at streaming and saying what he doesn't want to do next year. He does not want to play on the Celtics.
That's not what he said. I don't think he said that.
He said,
he didn't say
I had
that,
the
but he did
best
say
year of my career, and he lost in the first round of the playoffs. And the only reason he said that was because he got to play.
And you don't think
Jason
that's a
Tatum.
negative, Max?
Max, he won
next year.
Max, he won an Eastern Conference Finals MVP and a Finals MVP. And he said this year, where he averaged the most points, shot the most shots, and led a team, was his most fun season. He's not going to be.
Was his most what season?
Was his most memorable and fun season. He said it's the best season I've ever had in NBA.
Yeah, he's never been in the MVP conversation before. He had statistically his best year of his career.
So first thing you have to ask,
Max,
while trading for
that's never better than winning the MVP of the finals in a championship.
I don't think he meant better as in more competent. I think he just means statistically and from his perspective, this was his individual best.
Yeah,
season.
that's what he meant, but that also means other shit.
Exactly, Max. That means that he would rather have his own team. He's saying it without saying it.
And trade Tatum.
Yeah,
I don't know. Trade Tatum.
I mean, look,
I swear to God, I said that yesterday. I said that yesterday, Max. I don't know why. Is Tatum better than Brown? Like, what are we talking about?
We just keep them both. There's no reason why both of these guys should not retire.
Max, that's my
answer. They can't win with this roster. They can't win with this roster. They can't win this roster because they're making too much fucking money. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. They're gonna have to trade one of them.
They can win with this roster, Omar. Yes, they can.
With the Boston Celtics,
yes,
dude, they're already in the. I feel like they're already in the cap here with the amount of money that they have on the table, bro.
They're not paying nobody besides. Payton Pritchard makes 11. Hugo's a rookie contract. Vooch is getting traded. Vooch is gone.
Vooch makes $21 million.
Yeah,
White makes $28 million. Jaylen Brown makes $53 million, and Jason Tatum makes $50.
And then Derek White makes money, but Derek White is great. Pritchard's great, and then those two. It don't even matter who else is there. That's an amazing four. Amazing four.
I don't know, man.
I'm trading Derek White and
build out that
Vucevic
roster
before I'm trading Jaylen
more.
Brown. That's my point. Derek White and Vucevic aren't MVP candidates.
This is the thing, though, Max. You can get so much for Jaylen Brown. You can restart if you trade Jaylen Brown. And he obviously does not
and go back to the 6th seed. Restart for the Celtics. You remember how many years it took for them to get to the finals or start to win it?
Mingo.
It took Jaylen Brown and Jason. Jaylen Brown was the best player when they won their championship.
Agreed.
Like you said, he was.
Are you trading Kuminga, Alexander Walker, and Onyeka Okongwu for Jaylen Brown?
That's oh my.
Yeah,
gosh,
if you add 4 picks.
Obviously, I can't add picks in this trade machine. That's why I do that. It's kind of just to show the money side of it all. Because
Brad Stevens, surely we are not doing that. And again, I'm a Knicks fan saying this. There's no reason for you to not just keep Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and for the rest of their careers, and just build teams
Max,
around.
I think you're underrating the first trade I said. The 8th pick Dyson
Which
Daniels,
is who?
Onyeka
Who are they
Okongwu.
drafting at 8? That's going to turn that. That's going to be Tatum's best player in a trade. Who's going to be better? Because remember, when they won, Tatum was not their best guy. So who on that team is going to be better than Jason Tatum?
No, they don't have to be better than Tatum. All these rookies are good. They can get Darius Akov, Michael Brown, Kensington Flemings. They would start on the Celtics this year.
That's not a good thing.
No, that's how good the draft is my point. You're getting a 19, 20-year-old for the next 4 to 5 years. Jaylen Brown's already 30 years old, 29 years old. Like, getting the 8th pick, Dyson Daniels, Onyeka Okongwu, and more picks is a great... You're getting a haul for Jaylen. That's a haul. Because Dyson Daniels is a top 5 defender in the league in his position.
Who can't shoot?
Granted, yes, you cannot shoot, but that's
At
what
all.
the Celtics...
Like, a terrible shoot.
Literally, the Celtics is nothing but shooters. They still have Hauser, Derek White, who had an awful season shooting. He'll be better. Pritchard, Tatum, Vooch. Everybody around him is going to be shooting the ball.
Vooch is gone. In this scenario, Vooch is gone.
Even if Vooch is gone, they'll still have shooting all around the board. Luka Garza could come in and hit shots. Jordan
now we're
Walsh,
talking about we need Luka Garza to come in.
They're legit 10 deep. 10
Luka
deep.
Garza does not count as 10 deep in that. No, you know, doesn't count.
Luka Garza
He's
played.
not up.
He kind of played all year.
You don't want him playing all year. They didn't want that. Keita, fine. Keita is a legitimate. Luka Garza is not.
Thanks, bro.
He does not count. I mean, if we're gonna count Luka Garza, then every NBA team is 15. The Knicks are 15 deep. The Warriors are 15 deep. At some point,
Max, I see your point of wanting.
Like, this guy's not a rotation player. Luka Garza is not a rotation player.
I see your point in
You're
wanting
kind of
and
disrespecting
seeing.
Luka Garza. He's not that bad.
What's up, Omar?
I just see your point. Like, I completely understand why you would want them to keep Jaylen Brown, but when you really look at everything, and you look at the landscape of the league, and you look at the stuff that he said online about not low key, not really wanting to be with Tatum, and saying that the best year of his life was on a year with majority of the time it was you at the starting helm. It's just, you have to look at the landscape of everything and realize that Boston probably does not want to keep him for these reasons. It's more of the fact of, you want to make sure that locker room is straight, and stuff like that unfortunately gets in the way of it because all these players are seeing it.
And can you also forget what he also said? He said, man, I wish we played how we've been playing the whole season. As soon as Jason Tatum, well, not this verbatim, but as soon as Tatum came back, we slowed down our game. We played a style that we weren't playing throughout the season. It was uncomfortable for us.
I mean,
it's so many red flags.
He's being honest, and then you hear that, and as a coach, you're like, okay, let's remedy that for next year. Keep in mind, Tatum's also coming off an Achilles injury, so obviously they're going to play slower. He's not going to be at full speed as a player himself. Assuming he's back to full speed next year, okay, you can go back to that.
Max, you have a lot of saves for this team. This team is
man. We got to move on to the next thing going on. Let's talk about the Minnesota Timberwolves, man, because they have been on a roll. They've been on a roll. Why are you making that? Ugh. For what?
Because Julius. Ugh.
I mean, like, dude, Julius Randle had it coming at this point.
Shout out to the Bulls, Nick Claxton.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the only one positive thing that came out of New York. Ayo Dosunmu, 5 years, $112 million. I think that's on par. Julius Randle got
Amazing
traded.
Contract, by the way. Amazing contract.
Yeah, and also, I have to say the Wolves traded
I would have
down.
done like 5 years, 100.
The Wolves traded down to get the number 33 pick to give Julius Randle to the Nets. That's really funny. They traded Julius Randle in the 28th pick to get number 33.
All right, so
Max is just looking at this like, yeah, what do you have to say?
So Max, let's play a quick game here. You Omar too. You too, Omar. Let's play which contract's worse.
Yep.
Number one, De'Aaron Fox, $223 million for the next 4 years.
220.
I would assume or De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox.
I'm gonna say this anyway. Devin Booker, 251 for the next 4 years. Which contract's worse?
Oh,
Listen.
Jalen Green, 72 for the next 2 years.
That's only 36 a year.
For Jalen Green. Which one's worse? There's a wrong answer. Max.
Jalen Green. But it's
Miles-
only 2 years.
Miles
For my team.
Turner, 83 for the next 3 years. He's awful. I'm Miles Turner. Christian Brown, 125 for the next 5 years. Which one's worse?
Christian Brown.
Cat has played his way back into contention for a good contract. He had 118 for over the next 2 years, Cat.
Great deal. Worth every penny.
Worth every penny. Jeremy
By the
Grant.
way, still thinking of taking a pay cut. Shout out to my man.
Jeremy Grant, 70 years for the next 2 years. Awful.
Jeremy Grant's worse.
Yeah,
Deontay Murray, 63 for the next 2 years.
Oh God.
Well, off of he also
Not per. That's
not that
total,
bad.
right?
yeah, Deontay Murray.
Total. So like
Total.
30 a year.
Yes.
The Zoom was worse than that.
No.
2 year, only
no.
2 years of
DeJounte hasn't. Max, DeJounte hasn't really played in that long.
He played last year. He was
So
good when he came
112
back.
divided by 5, that's 22 mil a year for somebody who had 45 off the bench in the playoffs, second most in NBA history, and saved this team against the Denver Nuggets, by the way. 22 million a year compared to Deontay Murray. Pat Williams, 54 for the next 3 years, 21 a year.
Well,
Awful.
no one's Pat Williams.
Paul
no one's
George,
Pat.
110 for the next 2 years.
Oh, 110
John
for the
Morant,
next 2 years.
87 for the next
Wait,
2
who was
years.
that? Who was that?
Paul George.
Oh, Paul George.
Jakob
110
Poeltl,
for the
103 for the next 4 years. Embiid, 188
That's
next
not
3
being bad
years.
for Hurdle.
He doesn't even have a top 15 worst contract, Max. How is this a bad
Embiid
contract?
is not bad.
Overpay.
Hurdle is not
overpay.
terrible.
Max, this is one of the best contracts in the league. Is my point. It's one of the best
I
in the
don't
league.
know. See, again, now we're hyperbolizing. That's
22 million for a player like Ayo Dosunmu. 22 million.
I think he's more in the 18 to 20 range.
Max, we're talking $2 million.
We're talking $4 million. I think.
Yeah, and that's how you win championships nowadays. Cutting a mill here or there, like with the aprons and how that works. You got to save $500K here, a mill there, 2 mil there.
They
And when
saved
you're
some
putting that
money
over
from getting rid of
5
Julius
years
Randle
for
so they
Sumu,
can sign him.
That's a big. That's
I think
22.5 million a year on average. That's a decent commitment.
This Ayo contract is. You couldn't ask for a better contract.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good contract. It's a good contract.
We can go the other way, Jay. We can play whose contract.
Best
is worse.
contracts. Let's go best contracts. Peyton Pritchard's number 1.
No,
AJ
Jalen Brunson.
Mitchell, Jalen
Jalen
Brunson.
Brunson is number 1. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Jalen Brunson is number 1.
So
Let's
yeah,
see.
Jalen Brunson, AJ Mitchell, Peyton Pritchard. Guys who just
Denny Avdia,
Danny, amazing contract.
Jalen Johnson,
Yeah,
30 mil per year with no raises.
With no raises? Even
Yep.
if they win the NBA Finals?
No raises.
That's
no
hilarious.
finals bonus is different. Finals
4
bonus
years,
is-
$120 million for Jalen Johnson. Flat.
That's an amazing contract.
Jalen Brunson still. Jaden McDaniels, 3 years, $84 million on the same team.
It's a great contract as well.
Sengun, 3 years, 112.
No.
That's not great. Zubac, 2 years, 42. Great contract. 21 a year for Zubac. That's a good deal.
That's not
these
better
days.
than Ayo's deal. A 1 million, he's better than Zubac right now.
Give me Zubac on that any day of the week. He starts. Pritchard, like he said. AJ
Ayo
Mitchell.
starts too.
AJ Mitchell on his rookie deal.
AJ Mitchell's on there, a beautiful contract.
Nikhil Alexander Walker, 2 years, $29 million
Ooh,
total.
That's a great contract. It's a great
14 a year. You can even say again. I'm looking at a website here, but Okongwu, 2 years, $33 million.
It's a great contract too.
Keita on a minimum, basically team option, like for 3 mil. Isaiah Stewart, 2 years, $30 million, 15 mil for Stewart a year.
AO better.
Scottie Pippen Jr., 2 years, $5.5 mil.
AO better.
Derek White, 3 years, 97.
AO
Like, we can
better.
go down the list. I think most, if not all, of these are better. You can say
AO
even
is
Aaron
better
Nesmith,
than
3 years,
that last
51.
Ayo's better than 10 of those.
AO is better than 10 of those, yep.
As a player or his contract value?
Contract
Contract.
and player, because they both matter. The only ones I would and no order. Danny's better. Jalen Johnson, Brunson, Jaden McDaniels, Peyton Pritchard, AJ White. I mean AJ.
AJ Mitchell and Derek White. That's like 8 or 9 of them.
And I got to give Nikhil that contract is wow. Even though he was awful in the playoffs, Nikhil was awful in the playoffs.
But he'll save the Celtics if he gets traded there. Okay.
Though there's only 7 contracts better than him in the league. That's how good his contract is.
5 years? 5? We're giving Ayo Dosunmu 5-year deals?
It's only 22 mil.
What has he done to prove he deserves 5 years? In my mind, is for the superstars.
All right,
like yes, we know we are committed to you for that long. Like
Nuggets versus Timberwolves game log, because Max, you have to be reminded.
What other players have 5-year deals in the league that don't end up looking bad? The superstars.
Max, you must be reminded, because you're.
Who's better, Ayo Dosunmu or Kobe White?
Ayo.
Bro, Max.
I'm getting rage baited. I'm actually getting rage baited right now. I'm getting rage baited.
Max, what are you talking about?
Live on air, I'm getting rage baited.
So
we just said the guy who played behind Kobe White for 3 years is now better than him.
Yes, this year he was better than Kobe White. And Kobe
You're
White's
talking to the Chicago
well.
Bull fan, the one that witnessed it.
Literally, my only wish this season was not to trade Matas Buzelis, Ayo Dosunmu, Josh Giddey. And we traded Ayo, and we saw what he did. So listen, game 1, Ayo versus Nuggets, 14 points, 5 for 10. Game 2.
We're reading individual games, guys.
No, this is what I'm saying. He's a playoff player. Game 2.
He's been in 2 playoff series.
Game 2.
You can't call him a playoff riser after 1 year.
Game 2, he only had 9 points. Game 3, Max, 25 points, 10 for 15, 9 assists.
Great game. He had a great game. You know who also had a great playoff run and got paid? Bismack Biyombo.
Max, game 4.
You want the next Bismack Biyombo on your team for the next 5 years?
43 points, 13 for 17, 5 for 5 from 3, 12 for 12 from the line.
Bismack Biyombo was putting up double-doubles in the playoffs.
Max,
and he got paid.
Max,
and he turned into the worst contract in the league. Same with Nick Batum. Nick Batum had a good playoff run and got paid.
So, Max, a guy can average 20 in a playoff series, and you give him 20 mil, and it's slight overpay?
Slightly.
This is what
in my mind, 4 years, 80 million. Is that crazy to say? I'm still saying he's worth 20 M's. I just don't think he's worth 22 over 5. I think he's 20 over 4.
We're going to have to agree to disagree for time's sake.
Yeah, we're going to have to move on.
You're underrating him.
He's a good player. And I'm calling it a slight overpay.
Trae Young's new contract. Top 5.
That's terrible.
Top 10 worst contract in the league.
Okay. It's awful. We can agree on that.
Yeah, 47 million for the first year, 51 million for the second.
Like 4-year increases or 4 million increases every year, and he's 6 foot, plays no defense, and
Jay, Earl came
on. It is 9.7 less than he could have gotten on a 4-year max, apparently. So, hey, at least they didn't go after
that Trae Young deal is awful.
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk draft tonight, boys.
Saying the Wizards are going to be a top 3 seed in the East next year, or top 5? After paying Trae Young $50 million.
He said top 3.
I mean, Anthony Davis is still there. Apparently, he wants out too. Like, I don't know.
Speaking of the Wizards, number 1 pick tonight, boys.
Yeah,
NBA draft tonight, 8 p.m. AJ, number 1 pick.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. AJ DeBance, number 1 pick.
AJ DeBance.
So. So Max is not too.
No. I have a top 5.
Okay, so after AJ, how does the draft look for you?
I think AJ DeBonza, number 1 to the Wizards. Who's picking 2?
Jazz.
You probably get No. Do you get Darren Peterson? No, they don't. They have too many guards. They probably take Cam Boozer. No, but they have too many bigs. Damn it, just take Darren Peterson. Who's 3?
Yeah, you take
Grizzlies.
Darren. Yeah. They may take him.
Then they get Cam Boozer, I guess.
Fourth pick.
Bulls get
Bulls.
left with Caleb Wilson. And then who's fifth?
It would either be Keaton Wagler, who is
No. Who picks fifth?
the Clippers.
Clippers, Darius Acuff Jr.
So have 2 point
And
guards.
that's I Darius Acuff Jr. is this year's Colin Murray Boyles. Y'all remember every year I have my sleeper prospect, the guy who no one's talking about.
He's not a sleeper. What are you
My
talking
Colin Murray Boyles prediction, future Hall of Famer.
Darius Acuff Jr. People have been bringing up Darius Acuff Jr. for the longest time.
He's literally baby Dame, Max.
Darius Acuff Jr. is going to be the guy in this draft.
Isn't his player called Jalen Brunson? You know, our favorite player. Like, hello. Like, his.
So Max, you said AJ, Peterson, Boozer, Wilson, Acuff, right?
Yes, and again, Darius Acuff Jr., future Hall of Famer.
Omar, here's the same.
Not exactly. So I do have AJ at 1. I have Peterson at 2. I got Boozer at 3. I got Caleb Wilson at 4.
Once we reminded you that he existed.
Yeah, that was bad.
Omar forgot that Caleb Wilson existed in our notes before the show.
Yeah,
I just said,
I really think
the same. Do you have the same list as Max? Not really. Names the first 4 players the exact same as Max.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But I mean, so I said Michael Brown for the Bulls and for 5.
Okay, so now we're going back to Caleb Wilson.
Oh. Wait, Caleb Wilson.
Caleb Wilson 4, then 5 Clippers, Omar.
That's what I meant. I meant to move him down. He gets drafted 5. Yeah.
So, my opinion, AJ is the best player. He's number 1. At number 2, I have Cam Boozer. I think Walker Kessler is for sure getting traded, like 100%.
I would probably agree with that.
Walker Kessler's getting traded, and maybe Lauri Markkanen's getting traded. So, Cam Boozer starting at the big would be great. He's literally perfect next to Jaren Jackson. Jaren Jackson can't rebound. Boozer can rebound. Jaren Jackson can defend the rim. Cam Boozer's not a great rim defender. So I think they coexist amazing. That's the easy number 2 pick, in my opinion. Number 3, I think the Grizzlies are going to get Caleb Wilson. They have no 4 over in Memphis. Nobody's playing 4.
Wilson goes to 4. That's some Bulls copium. I'm sorry. There's no way Darren Peterson dropped.
The only reason I'm saying Darren Peterson goes to 4 is because the off the court stuff. That season at Kansas was one of the biggest red flags you'll ever see from a college player. So you're saying the Bulls are going to take him or no? Yes,
it's more or less people dropping him and making it.
The only reason that the Bulls will take him is because his talent, the upside is there. But pulling himself out of games, the creatine excuse in the offseason, him only working out for the Wizards and only taking interviews for the Wizards. The Jazz don't need him. They already have Ace Bailey, Keontae George, Collier. They already have too many guards. They don't need him, even though he'd probably be better than all of them. I'm not going to lie.
Exactly. Well, no, he's not better than Keontae.
Yeah, probably not off the rip, but down the road, who knows? I don't know. He's that guy.
Yeah, hey, like Omar said, top 20 player in the NBA.
The Grizzlies definitely don't need. You already have John Morant. Why would you have 2 headaches?
John Morant's not going to be on this team next year. He's not.
Who knows, man? Who wants Ja? I've heard nothing for Ja. But
the Heat will take him.
But say Ja gets traded, you probably do take him. But Caleb Wilson is a for sure pick. That guy's unbelievable. I think he has the most upside in the draft, Caleb Wilson. I would love if he fell to the Bulls. I don't see the Grizzlies passing on him. I think they passed on him before they passed on Darren before they passed on Caleb. And then fifth, I'm gonna agree with Omar. I think Michael Brown, his upside is crazy, bro.
Y'all sleeping on Darius Acuff Jr.
It's not about. They don't need a point It's about
guard,
fit. It's about fit.
They don't. Darius Acuff's going to the Nets at 6.
Slide him at the 2. Easy. Him and Garland.
Max, he's 6'2". 6'3" with shoes. He's not playing.
Garland's 6'2" with shoes.
So, Max, I want to put this in languages for you to understand. His player comp is Jalen Brunson. Does Jalen Brunson play good defense?
He plays next to Miles McBride.
Yeah, but does he play good defense, or does he get covered up by Miles McBride?
Because Knicks play with the power of family and friendship. They don't have that in the Clippers.
This is true. They have the power.
And they also have another weak defensive guard
Yeah, the
And
Clippers
they have
Kawhi.
a
Driving the
35-year-old Kawhi knees. They
They
don't
got-
need
Not.
they don't need
It's
Darius Acuff.
it's more about fit, and while they'll probably love to have Darius Acuff Jr. and trade Garland,
Yeah, exactly.
they would be laughed at if they did.
All right, just trade Garland on draft night. Here's
They
my
would
thing.
be laughed
Since-
at. They
since
would
we're
be
just
laughed
going
at.
How
They
about
would
this?
be laughed
Since
at.
the Celtics are apparently have nothing over it, just trade Garland for Jaylen Brown. Just trade Garland for Jaylen Brown. Garland's better than any of the players y'all were putting in that Atlanta trade. So Boston would probably trip over themselves to get Darius Garland if they could. Play him next to Tatum, perfect fit. Throw in Garland and like Ben Mathurin, boom. Now
Jay,
you
do you
got
actually
Acuff,
agree with this?
and you got Jaylen Brown, and you got Kawhi. Championship year one, Clippers.
They would have to trade the 5th pick and Darius Garland and something else to get Jaylen.
Dog. Darius Garland is leagues better than anyone on the Hawks.
So
He
you're
would not
telling
do
me
this.
that Julius Randle gets traded for -5 picks.
Yes.
Darius Garland wouldn't go for at least -2?
Bro, Darius Garland's not a negative asset.
Darius
Garland's
Garland and Dyson Daniels are on the same level. They're on the
no.
same level.
Oh my gosh, guys, I'm
Darius
being-
Garland was overglorified in
people
Cleveland.
in the comments, please help me. I'm being rage baited against my will. This is not
You
real
wish
life.
Earl was here. He'd probably rage bait with us.
Dyson Daniel. We're putting the guy who shot 10%. He shot tour dates from 3 in the playoffs next to Darius Garland, who was legitimately almost. Do I need to remind you guys what Darius Garland's numbers were last year?
Darius Garland.
Y'all need a reminder of who
Darius
Darius
Garland
Garland
doesn't
is.
play games, bro.
He played
Darius Garland doesn't play.
75 games just 2 years ago. Not even 2 years ago, like the year before last. Played 75 games. Even this year he played 45. And this was his most injured year. And he played more than half the games.
I think
He
Darius
won injured
Garland's he's extremely overrated, and he doesn't play defense.
Well, a lot of people don't play defense.
He's a great value Trae Young.
Oh my god. He's not getting paid like Trae
He's
Young.
great value Trae Young.
Okay,
Literally,
then that's a valuable
same
asset.
exact play style.
He literally averaged 2 years ago. He was, or again, like not this past season, but his last full year on Cleveland. He was an NBA All-Star, averaged 20.5 points per game, 6.5 assists, over a steal per game, shot 40% from 3, 47 from the field, 88 from the line, was an All-Star, 6th in clutch player of the year. Led that team to the 1 seed and 2nd round. That's not Dyson Daniels. Dyson Daniels is not like that.
All right, that same year. All right, we're gonna go best year. That was Dyson Daniels averaged 14, 6 and 4, led the league in steals, all defensive team. That's equivalent to what Darius Garland did.
But Garland,
It's really just pick your poison. I'd rather have the 2-way than Darius Garland. Dyson Daniels could bring the ball up the court,
Yeah.
plays.
well, A-Cuff's going
It's
to be
kind
better
of like
than both of them.
Max.
so it
It's
doesn't
kind
really
of like
matter.
asking,
Pick the
would
best
you
player.
would you have?
agree. But my
Max,
point
it's
is, I like that Jaylen Brown trade, but you would have to trade the 5th pick, Darius Garland.
No, you keep
and
an
something
A-Cuff.
else.
You keep A-Cuff at all costs.
Darius Garland's not
you-
enough to
you
defend
are fine.
Brown.
I
You
get
trade
it.
Darius
We know
Garland,
the player
Ben
cop is
Mathurin, and
Jalen Brunson.
Steve
I understand it, but not right now, man.
You trade Garland, Mathurin, and future picks, and boom, you get Jaylen Brown and Darius A-Cuff.
What picks
And
do
Kawhi.
what picks do the Clippers have?
They probably got some in the, they traded. They probably got some when they traded their
I think
guy,
Michael
right?
Brown is the
No,
pick for the Clippers,
bro.
man.
Don't lose the. Listen, if these teams were smart, they'd take Darius A-Cuff 1, but no one's that smart. I'm not.
Wow.
That's just a me thing. I understand. Not everyone has the vision that I do.
Max Acuff is not a top 5 player in this draft.
Oh, he will be the best player in this draft for sure.
You think he's gonna be better than AJ DeBonsta?
When all is said and done, yes.
He won't be
so
better
the
than
Clippers,
AJ or Caleb or Darren Peterson.
The Clippers have their own. Yeah, they have their own 2030, 2031, 2032. Yeah, just trade those guys.
Yeah, that's way too far down the road.
Yeah.
No, that's what teams want. They want unprotected future picks. They think the Clippers are going to be bad, but when Darius A-Cuff's all NBA player, those picks will be worthless. But the other teams in the league don't see that. They just see a guy. I'm seeing Damian Lillard if he was successful.
I can't believe Omar put Yaxel at 5.
Listen,
he did put
he's a big that they
Who
need.
did you
That's
put
what I
him
was
on? The
thinking.
guy from Michigan?
Yeah.
I think they need
Oh
a.
my gosh, Omar. I don't even follow
I
college
think they
basketball.
need a
That's terrible.
big, and I was thinking, you know what? They could benefit from a
He's
big.
going to the Warriors. Yaxel is going to the
Bro.
Warriors. Or the Mavs. That would be a great pick for the Mavs.
That would
Bro,
be a
put
great pick for the
Omar. I don't even know college hoops, and I know that's a terrible. That's
Shut up,
wow.
bro.
That's the worst thing that's been said all podcast.
What are you talking about? What big does the Clippers have right now?
They don't. He's just not good. He's not good enough. What's
What's the big they had last year that got hurt? He's playing great, bro.
Niederhauser.
Niederhauser's fired.
Omar doesn't know who that is.
No.
Omar does not know who that is.
I don't know who that is. You're right.
You know who he
he
is,
does.
right, Max?
Yes, I know who.
He's like Diabate. He's literally like Diabate on the Hornets. Energy, gets crazy blocks.
Yeah, he's a lesser Diabate, but like he's also rookie. So
I was thinking big, and I was like, hey, there's not a lot of bigs in this draft. Clippers might go big.
just trade back. No one's gonna take him top 10. Why would they take him 5? Just trade back.
This probably.
If you told me they trade
would
back
happen,
and get him, that's one thing. But no one's taking that guy at 5. Bro's like he's like 20. He's like 30 years old, isn't he?
Max, your ball knowledge is so elite. You really said his first name.
Yannick Conan Niederhauser?
Yes, you said his full name.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who else? I feel like
And
that's
he's
one of those
not-
players where it's like you only know him by his full name.
All
Like,
I call
one
him is
calls
Niederhauser because his name's
Niederhauser? No, it's Yannick Conan Niederhauser. That's like it's like when you got the 3-part name, you have to say all 3 names. It's like John F. Kennedy. You don't just say Kennedy. You say John F.
Did you
Kennedy.
say that Yaxel was 30
That's
years
facts.
old?
He's Unk. He's Unk.
No, he's not. He's 23.
Yeah, that's Unk. That's Unk by lottery standards, Omar.
He's
That's
older
so
than
Unk.
he's older than the Spurs big 3.
He's older than everyone on the Spurs. He's
Probably
Unk. He's
more-
your age.
Shit.
That's how you know he's old.
He's
He's
older
your
than the
age.
Spurs big 3,
Brother,
bro.
I'm 20. Brother, I'm 25. I'm older than this. I'm
He's
older
closer
than
to
this
you than he
fat.
is the other guys are getting drafted. The other guys get drafted 19
Yeah,
and 20.
I-
He's closer to you than he is them. No one's taking that guy top 10. Respectfully.
No. Let's scale back. Yaxel's going top 10.
No.
Yeah, bro. The fuck are you talking about?
10 to 14. 10 to 14. Tops. 10 to 14.
Tops 10 to 14. You hear this guy? Like I
He's
said,
not
there's
going in
not
the top 9
It
picks.
doesn't.
He
I
absolutely only is
I
good.
get the fact of pure talent. That is something that has to be looked into 1000%. But when you look at size, there's not a lot of size in this draft.
No,
He's not that big
Christ.
no
either.
team in
People
the
might
modern
move
NBA
him up
is taking
because he's a
23-year-old.
6'9" forward with fucking wingspan like 7'1". Like that's probably why
So-
people would be looking
So
at him
Max,
that high.
No.
Max, guess where ESPN has Yaxel going?
Yeah.
5th. Like Omar.
17 to OKC.
Wow. See? And
I
you said
stand by
you
it.
said my ball knowledge was bad. Sorry, I love you. I didn't mean that.
Brother, you had him 5th. Oh, ESPN has him 17th. I'm saying 11 to 4 or 10 to 14.
No, Max
top.
said he's not going top 10.
Yeah.
ESPN has him going 17 to OKC at that. OKC.
Listen, all
Yeah,
I'm saying
Omar.
is
Check
5
your
to
ball
11
out,
is
buddy.
closer than 5 to 11 is closer than 11 to 17.
It's actually
No,
the same.
you said
16.
He's actually the same.
Omar, you said 5. I said he's not going top 10.
I think he still goes top 10. It doesn't matter.
Okay. He's not, but all right.
Like I said, there's not a lot of like size in this draft. Just
Is that
said
a
it.
first round pick on it in fantasy that he goes top 10 between y'all?
No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, see,
Not
see,
doing
you wouldn't
that.
do it.
Not doing that.
Yo, see how they got scared?
I
Y'all, they
know.
got scared, bro. They got scared.
Me? No, him? Yes.
Oh, no, I'll bet.
I have the first round picks to be able to do it.
I actually don't even have a first round.
Max,
Well,
Max, guess where they have A Cup going?
too low.
No,
Unless it's one too
7
low.
to Sacramento.
Yeah.
He
That's
could be
not
the
bad.
same year
That's
as
not a
Kevin
bad place for him either.
Keegan Murray, little
They
pick,
can
and,
light
little
the
pick and
beam
roll with,
for
with
years to
Maxime,
come.
with,
They get
with
A
Maxime
Cup.
Reynaud. Pick and roll. Trade some bonus.
Like, you guys want to say, like, he will be Damian Lillard if Damian Lillard could win championships.
He's gonna.
You're already
He
doing
literally
that? You're
plays
already
like
doing
Dame.
that? You're already giving him championships?
I believe so.
You're already
Wait,
giving
but
Darius
the Raptors
A
have a
Cup
good pick in the draft.
championships.
Hang on, dude,
And
the
he's
Raptors have a good
and
pick.
he's destined to go to Sacramento.
The Raptors have.
Where do the Raptors pick?
Damn, the Bulls
Can we
have
get
15.
Wait, could we get? Is there any world where Acuff slides to 15?
Oh my gosh, the
and we
Raptors
can get
don't-
him and see it.
The Raptors don't have a
Guys,
first.
If Darius Acuff somehow winds up with Colin Murray Boyles, I'm
Oh no,
becoming
no,
a
no.
Raptor. Like
The
Raptors
Raptors,
are my second favorite
the
team.
Raptors have
I'm
19.
bandwagoning Toronto.
They're projected to get Ibuka Okori from Stanford. Oh, the Stanford guard. You have to look at his tape.
Toronto, please trade up and draft Darius.
No, Max. Look at the Stanford guy. He averaged 23 last year at Stanford.
Bro, I could average 20 at Stanford. That's
no, Max.
he's not him. He's not him. Respectfully.
Max, you're 5'7".
Max, listen. First team All ACC. This guy is so good. I don't know how he's going this low. If the Raptors get him, they low-key got to steal.
The Raptors should trade up and draft Darius Acuff. That would literally be Steph Curry and Draymond Green on the same team. I'm not kidding. That would be Steph and Draymond levels of dynasty.
He's knighting the hell out of Darius Acuff right now. He's knighting him right now.
Listen, that I knighted Colin Murray-Boyles last year, and
You
look
did.
what happened.
You cooked with that.
He had a top 3 rookie season. Well, top 4. Top
4.
5. Top 5 rookie season. Top 5 rookie season.
Brother.
Barely
Top 5
5.
rookie
But
season
I'll
of
give you that.
Toronto. Okay. Second best rookie season of all the rookies who didn't start for their teams. Second best bench rookie behind Dylan Harper.
He wasn't better than Ace Bailey.
No, he was better than Ace Bailey. He was
Second
better.
half of the season, Ace Bailey was a top 3 rookie. Ace Bailey last 2 months cooking on the Jazz. They were tanking so bad.
Yeah, but Colin Murray-Boyles he did it in the playoffs.
Yes, he was
led his
actually
team
trying to
the
win.
playoffs.
Facts. He actually
CMB led a team in the playoffs. What
he
did Ace Bailey
outstarted
do?
Jakob Poeltl in the playoffs. I'll give it to Colin Murray.
Exactly. So Colin Murray-Boyles already moving up the list. Again, I'm talking when it's all said and done. It might not be year 1. It might not be year 2. It might not be year 10. But when all is said and done, CMB will be the best in his class. Acuff will be the best in his class. And if they could ever link up,
remember, Max said that CMB will be better than Dylan Harper, Con Knipple, Cooper Flagg.
Yep.
Let's see how this goes.
Give me CMB. Bro, y'all don't. This dude is 6'7".
Guys, let us know what you think in the comment section. I think we could wrap it up here. That's my boy Jay. That's my boy Max. Guys, thank you so much for tuning on episode 120. Guys,
Darius Acuff.
and Giannis Antetokounmpo is a Miami Heat with no roster next to him. But stay tuned for that. Have a great night, guys.